Deep in the oldest tropical forests on the planet, there exists a bird with the beauty of an uncrowned king. A wingspan wider than a grown man's arms, a call that echoes for kilometers through the great wild. Not a single enemy dares to approach. But behind those wings of freedom lies a story of imprisonment. A voluntary imprisonment, a pact with death that no other creature on Earth would dare to make. Welcome to the world of the Great Hornbill, a place where love is not proven by sweet songs, but by a cage with no escape. Layer after layer, she is not forced by anyone. No one stands guard. It is her own hands, her own beak, that are building a prison for herself. From the moment the final layer of plaster is finished, the outside world completely vanishes. Sunlight, the scent of the ancient forest, the feeling of the wind, all of it ends. And she will be there, in absolute darkness, for many long months. And here is something that took science a long time to explain. Unlike any other bird on this planet which shed feathers bit by bit, day by day, the female hornbill molts her entire plumage in a very short time after the door is sealed. She becomes naked. She completely loses the ability to fly. At this point, even if she wanted to, she could not break out in time. This is no longer a choice. This is a commitment that cannot be withdrawn. She has bet her life on one single individual. Outside, the male begins a mission with no days off. He is not just a husband. He is the only link between that dark cage and life itself. Every meal, every drop of water, all must pass through that tiny, fateful slit. Day 10, day 30, day 50. In the darkness, the mother bird listens to the heartbeats of the eggs growing warm. She sees nothing, but she feels everything. Day 80. Tiny noises begin to emerge from beneath the shells. Small lives are pecking their way toward a light they have never known. Day 100. The father bird grows thinner, the flights grow longer, but he still returns. This time, and this time again. Because on the other side of that small slit is everything he has left in the world. But this pact carries a clause no one wants to read. If the male does not return, whether because of a storm, whether because of a predator, whether because of an unforeseen accident, that cage of love will become a mass grave. The female with no feathers to fly and not enough strength to break the seal in time will quietly fade away, along with the children who have yet to see the sunlight for the first time in their lives. Do you ever wonder, test what she thinks about in those moments? In the darkness, when the sound of the rain grows louder, when the sound of his footsteps has not yet appeared, is she afraid? Or does she simply believe? Day 150. The sunlight returns. Not just for the tiny chicks trembling as they step into the world for the first time, but also for the mother who has lived in darkness throughout all those days. Her new plumage is more lustrous than ever, as if the darkness did not make her wither but instead polished her into a stronger version of herself. 150 days in the darkness. It is not just a natural growth cycle. It is proof that sometimes the greatest freedom begins within the cruelest cage. That absolute trust in another person, no matter how risky, is the most powerful weapon nature has ever created. Leave your answer below. I truly want to know what you think.